Howdy. Hope everybody's okay today. So I was reading a story, and a news story. It actually is a news story, and I'll put a link to it down below. And it's a sad story, but stories like this you read a lot in today's world, and I feel that there probably is going to be more of them. It's about a man who's been charged with murdering his wife. Usually it's his estranged wife, isn't it? But no, was his wife. And I've read the story, and you got to read between the lines, because they always perpetrate the man as being the real bad, horrible man who's either a drunk or a wife beater, and the female is such good and righteous and done all these nice things in her life and everything. You know what they do it. They always play it out that way, don't they? So people with a kind of a brain, like I think I've got a little bit of a one left, you've got to read between the lines. And this is what I kind of think. Their relationship was probably always a bit rocky, and sometimes that's a good thing. It adds spice to the relationship. And I believe after a couple of drinks, they both like a damn good argument. After all, the makeup is the sweet thing, isn't it? But I guess they went into another argument, and it got kind of heated, and she threw something at him or hit him with something, and he reacted and put his hands around her neck, I guess, and strangled her. I don't think he meant to kill her. Let's be fair, if you read, this man is a doctor. There's many different ways to kill somebody if you're a doctor. You know so many different ways, right? Why would you strangle her? No, I think he just held onto her neck a little bit too long. It wasn't planned. And if you can read between the lines, I think he was considering after he found out he actually killed her, he was going to kill himself, but probably couldn't do it. And when the police arrived and they took him to hospital, he openly admitted that he killed his wife. That's not exactly a killer, is it? But he's changed his plea now as he's gone to court, because obviously his lawyers told him to do that. But they'll try and make out that he was always a wife beater or assaulted females all the time physically, because that's what they do. And reality is that females think they're so entitled they can say anything to a man, hit a man, throw things at a man, and he won't do anything in return, because all his strengths have been muted by the law. And many years ago, and I'm talking many years ago, men usually didn't do anything in that circumstance because they respected the female. Females had a lot more respect than they do today. You only have to look and see the way they're acting, these females. How can you respect people like that, who treat men like utilities? And of course the writing will be on the wall. He will be found to have been that he murdered her, and he will get quite a long time in jail. Of course, if it was the other way round, the female would say that she was assaulted and feared for her life, and so on and so forth, and she may even got a suspended sentence or get off completely. I personally believe he should get a low sentence, because this was obviously clearly an accident. But there's another bit to the story, was that she was going to get a divorce quite some time ago because she was scared of him and all that, as they all say. Then she turned around and said no, she doesn't want a divorce now. She's going to try and make it work for the sake of the children and everything. If a woman's really scared, she wouldn't do that. Also, this female is not her first rodeo, because she also had a child from another relationship that he was the stepdad for, and I guess he had some children of his own with her as well. So she already had quite a lot of baggage beforehand. Not that doing that to a female is right. You should not harm anybody in any way, least of all murder them or kill them, even accidentally. So you're getting 2 for 1 here, because here's another topic, which kind of, I guess I know for reasons because I work with a camera. As you know, I do some videos with a camera, and I'm not a cameraman, but I know that you can take a faraway shot. Sometimes you need them. Then you have to take a close-up shot of the same scene or whatever, and that takes either 2 shots or 2 cameras. And if you have 3 different shots of the scene, you need either 3 cameras running at the same time or 1 camera with 3 different separate shots. Yeah, you got that? That's the reason why I don't watch a lot of TV as well, is because these reality programs now, people think they're real, think they're not staged or set up. So if you ever watch another one of these reality programs or whatever, take a look and see what shots they're getting for that scene, and tell me that they couldn't have got that shot with that 1 camera. They'd had to use another shot or another camera. And how did they get the lighting so perfect? and the position so perfect. It's all staged, but people believe it. I don't know why, but they do. I just watched a video on YouTube. They just caught some people acting strange in a restaurant, a female and a male, and it was supposed to be all off the cuff. And you just got to watch it for a few minutes to know they've got all these different shots. How did they get them in one shot? They couldn't have done. It was staged. It was fake. But they don't always get it right, because take a look, watch a few things, see the person talking sort of far away, then they'll have a close-up shot of that person talking as if there's no time passed. Their hair will be slightly different, or something will be slightly different. Of course, most people aren't looking for it, and they don't notice it, but I do. And if you look closely and study it, you'll know that they've only used probably one camera, and these other shots are just at a different time. These are separate shots, unless they've got about 15 cameras all around. And if they've got 15 cameras all around, won't the people that's supposed to be no cameras around know they're around? It's so transparent. So I guess there's another video where you'll never get that time back, and I apologize for that. Now I'm just going to try and make a YouTube video with a shot that's far away from me and a shot that's close up, and make it look like it just all happened the same time. You won't even notice.